I just love you right now. You just like, That's Henry White.
Mr. White, your 6 o'clock is here. It's John yesterday.
The name of the game.
Thank you, Lori. My compliments to your stylist. Great suit.
Hey-o.
I picked it out, Mr. White.
Ah, then my compliments to human resources for hiring you.
You hired me yourself, Mr. White.
Oh, I see.
I wanted to bang.
Tell him
Pretty
to come
much.
right in, please.
Pretty much.
Mr. White
that-
will see you now, Mr. Yesterday.
That's
Thank you.
him in the future.
Come over here, John. Have a look at this sunset. My advice
Same
to
dude,
you
Henry
is,
White.
if in your next life you come back as a filthy rich businessman, remember to get an office with a view like this. It's the only part that's really worth it in the end.
I can't even remember
And
what
murdering
time it is,
hobos.
Mr. White.
Henry. Call me Henry. You used to call me that.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
How was your mother doing?
She has a slight cold. She seems like a good person. She's been telling me a lot about my life, but I can't seem to remember anything about
Oh my
it.
goodness,
Not a
a
thing.
game with
Give her my
amnesia
best.
trope.
And let me pick your brains for a moment. What has she told you? You never used to talk about yourself in the old days.
So, right now, just question. Confusing more, Fahrenheit or yesterday?
Well, I mean, this one's more like murder mystery, like you're playing as a bad guy. I don't know if I'm playing as a bad guy, but like, this one's more like, what? Like, what's, like, I know there's something more.
Yes.
Whereas Fahrenheit was just like, the heck is going on? Love life.
Go
Do
watch
you have a
Fahrenheit.
partner?
My mother says I had a girlfriend
Click a link right here.
a long time
Click
ago.
this link!
Suzanne. Now
Suzanne
I'm single,
Summers.
it seems.
Likes.
What has she told you about your likes?
Oranges.
This is strange. She told me that I never liked grapes. But the other day I tried one and it was delicious.
It was delicious.
To what extent
Interesting.
are
Thanks
our
for telling me
likes
that.
and
That's
dislikes
weird.
conditioned by our memories? By the way, I love grapes.
I love grips.
I like your body.
What do you know about your youth?
I threw myself into my schoolwork. Apparently I'm smart. I have a master's in the history of religion from my mother.
History of religion.
Oh,
Authority
my,
on the
so we're
history
gonna
of
start playing as
satanic
Mr.
cults.
Yesterday?
The terrible thing is that
And his
I
mother's
don't
like an expert in
remember
satanic
a single
cults.
thing I learned in all those years in the university, except what was in the books you
Oh,
sent me
sorry.
in the hospital and what my
I love
mother's
that
been
whistle.
telling
by
me.
the way.
What has your mother told you about your childhood?
All there is to
Why
tell.
do you want to
Only
know?
Child, shy, few
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah. Why do you want to know is a great question.
Everything all
Hospital.
right at the hospital?
Yes,
No.
of
Yeah,
course.
that's for my temperature
Thank you
rectally.
for
but,
taking care of the bill.
I didn't do it. My money did.
Whoa.
My money
Rotting
did.
in the back.
I'm super rich.
If you don't know, I'm
I'm a
very
rich dick
Have
murderer.
you ever remember anything
Wait,
about your past
he's a
on
rich
your
dick
own?
murderer?
No.
Yes, he
He murders
murders
dicks.
dicks.
Sometimes I get small flashes of random images, sounds. It's happened 3 times now. Watching a movie.
Looking at my hand, seeing a blue bird.
seeing a bluebird.
A blue
Curious,
bird!
isn't it? Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Tell me about that.
What is
that
this game?
movie?
When you were
What
watching
is
that
this
movie.
game?
It took place in Paris.
Oh.
Suddenly,
Whoa,
I saw,
whoa.
I don't know, a sort of antique shop. A girl.
What came to
Hyundai.
mind when you looked at your hand?
Well, it was actually
Oh,
the scar on my hand.
my
The image of a
goodness.
strange person.
the symbol of
appeared
the
in my
game.
mind. Some kind of... It was talking about killing someone. Me.
Bluebird. Uh-oh, here we go.
I think he had him do something, and you have amnesia for whatever reason,
Okay.
but like he was involved because they were friends, and he did stuff with him.
What happened when
In the
you
butt.
looked at this blue
That's not
bird?
actually what I
It
think happened.
perched on the windowsill in the hospital. Suddenly, I saw myself with a
Oh,
beard and
my
long
goodness.
hair in a blizzard.
Oh, goodness, John. I haven't even offered you a chair.
I just love your explanation.
This angle,
Mm-hmm.
that angle.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry for what
Hello.
happened, John. Very
Did you
sorry.
watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
I can't
as a
help
kid?
thinking that it's all
Oh,
mine.
dude.
I did.
On
on
the
the
For
contrary.
those of you who did, if you remember
Come,
Pegasus,
thank you.
And
Maximilian
to get some
Pegasus,
answers, I imagine.
the way he was sitting on the desk and talking, he's like,
What do you want to know?
Yugi boy.
By the way, this would be really interesting, but like,
Yes.
Usually,
Mhm.
the main character of something is on the left side of the screen,
Mhm.
and the villain is on the right
Sure.
side.
By the way, just a warning ahead of time. Those will be flip-flopped.
I'm sure they will be flip-flopped.
I want to know who I am.
I'm not God, John. If
Good
you want
lord,
to
he's
solve
full of
that
himself.
Yeah, he
mystery,
is.
Go to a church and pray.
He was not this
I
full of
can only
himself
resolve
earlier.
Human dilemmas.
I want to know what happened to
Why did you
Thug
send
dude,
those
big dude.
books
Cooper?
on satanic cults to me?
the
in the hospital?
satanic
To help
cults.
your mother re-educate you, and with an eye to a matter that we had between us. One that we still have.
Also, I'm going to sacrifice you.
Or have I already?
What connects me to you?
There's
My
a lot,
pe- oh,
John.
This is my
Working for me when you tried to kill yourself. You
Oh.
got
Oh.
too involved in the investigation.
Also in
you lost
a
your perspective.
Mhm.
Lori has the contract, by
satanic
the
cult
way.
trying to
Ask
kill
for her
himself.
copy on your way out if you want.
Investigation.
What did my investigation consist of?
I hired you to get information about the Order of the Flesh,
That
a
was written on the subway
satanic
wall.
cult from the 15th
That
century,
was.
in the hope that this would help us trap a present-day killer.
Who
My
is
own
also
investigation
us.
wasn't going anywhere.
Yes.
What had you discovered before hiring me?
The
Not
Order of the
much.
Flesh was founded in
Wow, that is
1463
a-
by an
that is-
ex-priest
wow.
named Ginés de Orduña.
Ginés de Orduña.
What was the Order of the Flesh about?
We know
fleshy
very
stuff.
little.
fleshy stuff
They
and
worship
orders.
the devil and combined
Alchemy,
alchemy with
and
torture,
torture,
in search of
in
God knows
something
what.
that God knows.
Until the Inquisition.
Until it's Spanish. Nobody questions the Spanish Inquisition.
Did the Inquisition put a stop to the Order of the Flesh?
Yes.
In 1498, when
In
it seemed
1498.
like Cardinal
Da-da-da-da-da. Here's
the
a history
Grand
lesson.
Inquisitor,
Here, I know all of this by heart.
they disappeared from the map.
Because I'm rich.
No one knows how.
And also
or
the
to
new
where.
head of the Order
What
of
did
the
I
Flesh.
find out?
You started doing some
It's a
research
twist.
in the archives at the University of Salamanca. in Spain.
Salamanca.
And you found something curious. A missive from the guard Captain
missive.
Miguel de Somosierra to Cardinal Cisneros, written on the 31st of August, 1501.
Oh, good lord, there's so much
What did the letter
exposition.
He stated that on that very morning his troops had traveled to the temple where they suspected the order was
Also
meeting. That
KKK,
they went
but in
in
red.
and interrupted a demonic ritual.
Also,
They killed
like
all its
400
members without
years
mercy, and that
before
finally
that.
they
I
burned
know.
the church,
So the
reducing
KKK
it to
copied
rubble
the
and the
Order of the
ashes
Oh,
of
gotcha.
satanic cadavers.
And decided to look like ghosts instead.
The letter didn't say anything else?
Yes, the captain congratulated him for the tip that led them to the
He
temple.
literally said,
Literally,
Literally.
he said, "Thankfully, Your Excellency
Except
saw the
it's not
relationship
literally,
between
because
the
he would have
Order
been
of the
speaking in
Flesh
Spanish.
and the Holy Cathedral of Our Lady of Paris." That
You
letter
showed him!
revealed the
Ha!
evil
Take
in
that,
the
Henry White!
Holy Church.
Henry Black.
Oh no, he's pretty ginger.
What relationship
super
is there
white.
between Notre Dame and the Order?
Oh my
That
goodness.
was the next and final step in your investigation.
I hope you're remembering all of this.
I am.
By the way,
I
What
am.
did I find out
not.
in Paris?
I don't know. You disappeared there for 15 days. When you finally called, you were
so
very
right now,
trying to
John
kill
yesterday is trying to
You
get
told
his
me
number
that you
back
found
by
something
chatting
very
with Henry
important
White
and that
Yep.
you couldn't tell me over the telephone.
after trying
So
to
I
commit
flew to
suicide.
Paris
So we're telling him why he committed suicide.
Why didn't I tell you what I found out?
Because when I arrived at your hotel, you had attempted suicide.
By swallowing mercury.
You were dying.
There are
The
much
planet
better
Swallowed
ways.
The
mercury.
planet.
Plus,
It was the planet.
you had cut your hand, drawing the symbol of the Order of the Flesh on your skin. It looked like a Y.
Or a 3.
How did you know it was a suicide?
You left a note. Forgive me, Henry, but to get to the bottom
What?
of this, first I must die.
What?
Tell me about this killer.
He's been killing hobos for years. First he only burned them, but then his modus operandi evolved.
Also,
Didn't you say that you burned? We're not
How
going to
did the
burn these
hobo
ones.
killer
Is that not a
evolve?
quote
He
from Henry
stopped
White when he was
burning
a
his
kid?
victims
Yep.
and started torturing them using satanic rituals.
oh,
What led you
My
to link him
goodness.
to this cult?
At a certain point, he started
By the
carving
way,
a sort
everyone
of
at home, keep
Y
watching.
into
This
the
game
bodies
does
of the
eventually start
victims,
doing
the
stuff.
symbol
By
of
the
Order
way,
of the Flesh.
they're just trying to give you a whole bunch of backstory real quick.
Why are you so interested
we'll
in
call this
capturing
episode
him?
For a
backstory.
time, I worked as a volunteer in an NGO called The Children of Don Quixote.
Yeah, look, it's
They
him.
help the homeless. Over the years, I stopped working with them because
Because they started lighting homeless
there's
people on
something
fire.
that can help them more.
I found it was
My
easier
money.
to kill them.
It's been covering all their expenses since my parents died and I took over White Enterprise.
Since he murdered his
I'm
parents.
not going to allow anyone to keep attacking these people, John. And you're going to help me.
Blah, 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 blah.
Why?
Also,
Ernie?
it said interest.
I
I thought it
had your
said
mother
incest there
first,
for a second.
But after a while, she came to
So,
a dead
are we
end.
brothers? Can we do it?
I didn't know where to go from there. She said that if anyone could get further, it was
What?
me. Now you know everything, John. Talk to
Don't
Lori.
get that.
Have her give you your tickets.
What tickets?
Ah, did I forget to mention that? You're leaving for Paris.
Oh,
this
thanks,
afternoon.
Dick.
That's okay with you, right?
Yeah, Henry. I need to know.
Whoa!
Exactly.
Zoom in.
Your father would be proud of you.
Well, go.
He just went in.
Giggity,
He
giggity.
just went in.
You're sure the suite does not bring back any memories, Monsieur Yesterday?
Oh, so he remembers. it.
Memories?
Sorry.
Dommage.
Dommage.
Comme il
Also
finit
known
the
as
meeting at all.
dommage.
Dîner, vous êtes d'entertainment.
Whoa.
You get my drift?
What?
Blonde, brunette, bold, black, white, young, oldies, sex spots, fat ladies.
I love his
dwarfs,
face.
Spinsters, natural, surgically enhanced, clean, or fierce.
It
And
just
10%
keeps
discount.
going on and
Whoa!
on and on and on.
10% discount if I get to watch.
Oh, I thought he was naked for a second. I was like, and that just happened.
And that's blurred. Something strange in the room.
Also known as a camera.
Strange sensations, like someone's watching me.
Because
I would. There's a lot of stuff to explore in this room.
yes. Suitcase.
Okay.
Okay. I see a
And-
picture. Something comes back to you.
Nothing in there.
Your secret is safe with me, Monsieur Yesterday. Yesterday. I'll keep it from anyone who doesn't say these 2 words, including if it is you.
So, what 2 words do we need to find out? Okay. Yeah, share the paintings.
No. Yes, yes.
In fact, there is a wall.
So good.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do that again.
Fruitlessly, you touch a picture and search for some hidden message. Go to those. Yeah, those pictures. These are weird if I recall. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Move them.
This is Josh's face.
Yep.
And no, this is Jeff's face.
Okay.
Josh's face.
Perfect.
And then
Satan.
Satan.
Awesome. Great.
You don't find anything.
And we found.
A pen.
Yeah.
Because
What's that? Yep.
all hotels
Yep,
give you
yep,
pen and paper and a lockpick.
Yep. Here we go. Letter Ripper. It's kind of dark. Let's check out that painting over there. And we have all this stuff to check out too.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. We don't need to call him yet, but we can call your mom. Hi, Mom.
Hello, son.
Hello,
Have you arrived?
hello.
Have you had dinner? How was the flight? Have you remembered anything?
No. Put my shirts off.
Slow down. I heard I can have sex with anyone I want to here, though.
Mr.
Whoa,
White had
yes, lots of
reserved the
sex.
entire
Lots of sex.
first-class
Baldies,
section for
brunettes.
me.
Also,
And I had
10%
2
discount
flight
if the dude gets to
attendants
watch.
hovering over me the whole time. It was impossible to
Kinky
get any
mofo.
reading done.
Oh, what?
Guess what? On the plane, they offered me grapes for dessert.
Aw.
And
I tried them, Mom. They were delicious.
Delicious.
when you were a little boy, you used to spit them in my
Whoa.
face. But I'm glad you've finally come to like them, son. You've never eaten enough fruit.
That's why your memory's bad.
It's very strange,
Remember
Mom.
me? Remember me for centuries?
Oh, I was like, why is it not saying anything?
I've stopped
Oh.
remembering things
I'm a
since I
game
left
froze.
the flight.
Password.
On my last visit, I stored something using a password that I can't remember now. Any ideas what it is?
I don't know, son. Frank for your father, maybe. Elaine for me. Suzanne for that girlfriend you had. Or perhaps something having to do with Satan.
Suzanne Satan. Got it.
I don't get it. Why did I try to kill myself in this hotel?
Because-
And why did he go
Son.
back?
You got too emotionally
Because Henry's like,
involved
you need to
here.
go back.
Maybe you
Okay,
found out
Henry.
something that
It's like,
upset
well,
you.
goes with it.
This time, keep your distance, okay?
So you go back. Keep your distance by going back. You can
Hey.
still call Mr. White.
Good. You move one of the balls and...
Wait for it. There you go.
Oh
That's the
my
game.
goodness.
That's the game.